Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the magnificent Ultimate Battle AGL LR Ultimate Gohan and how he does in the red zone. So this will be against red zone Zamasu, Cellmax, Metal Cooler, Broly and Kid Buu. Honestly, he does pretty well in all of them. The AoE fights give him a little bit of a trouble, as you could see here, but beyond that he does great. This is a guy who raises his defense massively on Super, and we'll talk about that just now. But he does a great job all around, and yeah, Majin Buu Saga being so strong, and Tech, Mystic, or Ultimate Gohan being so strong, means that, this guy's looking pretty good no matter what. Now, he is pretty heavily tied to, well not heavily, he's somewhat tied to a Majin Buu Saga team. So he does have an entrance animation, key +6 for the rest of the battle, and all allies defense of +52% for 2 turns from his entry turn when there are 2 or more Majin Buu Saga category allies on the team upon his entry. Having Majin Buu Saga category allies on the team isn't so difficult. It was a bit more difficult back in the day, but it's not with all the buffs they've received. Key +3 attacking defense of 180% and guards all attacks. He also randomly changes key spheres of a certain type to AGL when all allies attacking the same turn are Majin Buu Saga category allies. This helps a lot but isn't necessary, but it does help a lot. He gets an additional attacking defense of 58% when key has 12 or more, an additional attacking defense of 58%, and launches a great chance of another super attack when key is 18 or more, defense at 20% for all Majin Buu Saga category allies, and an additional attack of 58% when activating the active skill when key is 24 or more, and he launches 2 additional attacks, each of which has a medium chance of becoming a super attack when facing only one enemy. His attacks work quite interestingly. So he has raises attack for 1 turn, raises defense for 1 turn, raises attack permanently on his 18 key, raises defense for 1 turn on his 18 key. Then he has a unit super attack which can occur with a Gotenks character on the team. And this allows him to greatly raise attack, raise defense for 1 turn, and also raises allies defense by 58% for 1 turn. So that's very interesting. And I think that's something that's very cool and core to his package. He also has his active skill, which can be used when facing only one enemy. His HP is 58% or less. When there's another Majin Buu Saga category ally attacking in the same turn. This gives him 24 key, which guarantees his full passive, and an additional 58% defense for that turn. Overall, Gohan is really good. I think for me, he is really solid. He does a lot of great stuff. So lots of really cool kind of half support mechanics, versatility, orb changing, and just in general, it does do a lot of great stuff, like as a unit. When he fires those super attacks, he's just really imposing. He can do out a lot of damage. Like I said, he links up incredibly well with units like Tech, Ultimate Gohan, really meshing quite well, enabling Gohan to have a lot more defense, and enabling the rest of the rotation to have a good defense. Because of how good Gohan is in the first slot, what this means is Tech Gohan is in the first slot, this kind of enables AGL LR Gohan to really thrive in the second slot, which is where he wants to be anyway. So now you end up in a situation where you have really good baseline performance from 2 units, and they're excelling in the slots they really want to be in, which I think overall is kind of where you want to see units like this, at least for me. With that being said, I think ultimately at the end of the day, Gohan does great in pretty much every red zone. He really holds his own in Cellmax, he holds his own in Metal Cooler, he holds his own in Broly, he holds his own in Zamasu, and he holds his own in Kid Buu, and he does well in all of them. When I say holds his own as a second slot unit defensively, he has no issues. This is a unit that, even at 55%, can get above 1,000,000 defense, whilst also having guard, whilst also dishing out some pretty good damage. If you get lucky and you get to proc all of his attacks, then he can do a ton of damage as well. If you got dupes in him, then you're looking to have a really good time, because there you can have crit, and what that does is that accelerates his damage quite significantly. Not to mention as well that he boosts the rest of his allies, and just in general has a very good place as a unit, all in all. I think for me, he's just a fantastic choice for a ton of red zones. With Majin Buu Saga having received a ton of buffs, there is a chance it could fall off, but it has some great aging units. Units that have a ton of guard, units that have a ton of damage reduction, units that have evasion. It's a very strong team. And I think this puts Gohan in prime position to kind of function well ongoingly. I think ultimately he'll be able to function for a long time, for a good time. But yeah, I think if you're looking at Gohan and you're wondering how well does he do in red zone, you don't need to look much further. I think he really does a huge job, and I think he's ultimately a fantastic performer, and he really holds his own. With that being said, obviously I understand people may not want to use him or don't want to go in on him. He is a little bit tied to the team. He does need, like, specifically Majin Buu Saga units to facilitate himself. Not a full team, but he still needs a team. I think that obviously can cause people some concerns, but I think ultimately, it's not a bad thing. Like, I think ultimately he will still be pretty good regardless, and I think you'll have a pretty good time overall. But yeah, with that being said, that is pretty much it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you did. Let me know if you have any queries. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next one. So as always, take care, stay safe, and if you have any real questions, you can let me know. But otherwise, that is pretty much it from me. So take care, stay safe, and enjoy Gohan kind of throwing out against Kid Buu. Great job here, and a great job in general. But that's it from me. Bye.